Uh-oh. Alright, let's see it. Let's see what the Dunkey thinks of Overwatch 2. Let's see it.
Is a couple new maps and some heroes, I will be very disappointed. Okay, I've played Overwatch 2, and it reminded me of a Stevie Wonder song. And that song is, "You haven't
You need this more than I do. Why is your crippling gambling debt?
What the
Why
hell?
just one tank on President?
What kind of scam are you trying to run on me here? The haters have been calling this game Overwatch 1.5.
Thanks for 80 clouds, man.
You guys are stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. This is more like Overwatch 1.1. Immediately, the beta confronts you with the horrifying truth that roll queue is still in the game. Why? Why and how? How did this moronic system even make it into the first game, let alone make it all the way into Overwatch 2? The queue times here are horrendous. They are giving GTA 5 a run for its money with these long-ass queue times. There is a fast pass thing, but it does absolutely nothing. Blizzard, priority 1 for this game should be get players into matches. When the game launches, I assume you'll be able to pick between role queue and actually get into a match queue. But it's kind of sad that they...
The reality is that when you played solo queue, okay, if people that were off role would just literally throw your game. You'd have somebody who normally plays tank that would have played PS, and you lost the game just because of getting into that queue. So competitively, it's really good. But I think casually sometimes I can understand why people will be against role queue. Competitively though, yeah, I agree 100%. But casually sometimes,
a match queue.
There is a good argument.
It's kind of sad that they still haven't figured out how to solve such a simplistic problem yet. Let's talk gameplay. Overwatch 2 has made big, earth-shifting
right-click him, dude.
To the Overwatch we all know and love. First off, McCree's name has been changed to Ryan.
It's David.
And there's more. And the nighttime maps are daytime now. That's it. The biggest change is switching from 6v6 to 5v5. There are some upsides to this idea. Instead of having 2 tanks, each team has 1 super tank with extra power. Whoever plays tank gets to feel like the leader.
Guys, I don't be rude to Dunkey, guys, but I just want people to pay attention. I think guys, you can say Winston aim, no aim. This guy is missing tracking with Winston. I'm not kidding.
There are some upsides to this
He's missing.
Idea. Instead of having 2 tanks,
he missed again. He's missing Winston tracking.
Super tank with extra power. Whoever plays tank gets to feel like the leader.
That's the real Winston name.
Until your DPS just run in solo and die. Personally, I've put so much time into Overwatch that any change, good or bad, is welcome at this point. But you have to keep in mind that all of these heroes were designed for a 6v6 game. Suddenly changing it to 5v5 without making fundamental changes feels like one of those player-made custom modes. There are new maps. Bastion and Orisa have been totally reworked.
Yeah, tanks are insane.
The new hero, Sojourn 72.
Just finished my last exam for the semester.
But you can never escape the feeling that you're still just playing Overwatch 1. Doomfist can't uppercut, McCree can't stun, so his right click does nothing now, Mei can't freeze people. Other than that, it's business as usual. You're probably looking at this gameplay right now and saying, "Oh no, Dunkey, you put the wrong footage. This is just Overwatch 1 gameplay."
I'll be honest though. In terms of balance though, guys. In terms of balance though, what I think though is that the game is kind of like people didn't realize because they probably stopped playing the game for a while. So now they come back, they think it's not different. But you can actually play the game because you're not getting stunned and bumped and jacked and mind controlled and fucking and suppressed, silenced, invisible, banished, rooted, elementaries frozen. Like, you can actually play the game now.
But nope, this is Overwatch 2. This is the right game. Most of the heroes have not been touched. Widowmaker still sucks ass, Junkrat is still insane, Moira can still outdamage DPS while out-healing the other healer, Symmetra is still zero fun to play, you're still gonna get yelled at for picking Hamston, probably more now since you're the only tank. I know behind the scenes it's a total blunderfuck. On top of COVID, Blizzard as a studio is collapsing, Jeff Watch left, every employee is fired or going to jail. I've been reading about this stuff forever, but now to finally have Overwatch 2 in my hands, it feels like a major defeat. It feels like Blizzard could be the next BioWare. However, We still haven't played the
PvE,
co-op,
that's what I
which
said.
For me, is the main draw of Overwatch 2.
Yep, that's what I
For the
said.
sake of the fans, I hope that 99% of the development team has been focused on the co-op, because I don't know what they've been doing for more than 2 years with the PvP. None of Overwatch's core issues have been addressed here. 5v5 ends up making the game even more steamroll heavy than the original. The game still expects an unrealistic amount of teamwork from random players, and the objectives are still anti-fun garbage.
Woohoo! Highlights on the move!
Without PvE, this is more of a minor patch to an abandoned game, masquerading as a sequel for marketing
I don't
purposes.
mind the game modes,
Overwatch
to be
2's
honest.
PvP is as lazy as it gets, but it's still better than Valorant.
See, guys, every take was bad except for that last one.
But it's still better than Valorant.
Not bad. Okay. That's the wrong thing. Okay, there was some wrong takes. It wasn't all wrong. There was some wrong ones here and there, but
Elden Ring is the biggest game ever made. When you start, the map is like this, and you go, damn, this game is big. Then you get teleported to the other side of the map and realize, oh my god, this game is big. Then you get teleported to the top of the map, and you go, whoa, this game big. Then you realize there's an entire other world
that's why I kept saying during the
and a
playthrough.
floating island, and a massive city, and an entire secret castle. 2 of them, actually. There are secret zones within secret zones within secret zones. So the absolute highest compliment I can pay this game is to tell you that I have beaten this game 4 times now. Right out the gate, we're ripping off Zelda. You literally wake up in a tomb, open a big door, and the game says go. No hand-holding, no bullshit, just go wherever you want to go. Except don't fight that guy, and don't go over here because you'll die, and don't follow the beam of light because that's a fucking scam. Elden Ring's gameplay loop is to put a bullshit boss in front of you and say, okay, now go into the world and find something to chop his head off with. Having a concrete goal like defeating a scumbag boss makes exploration feel that much more meaningful. And visually, this is a world worth exploring. Walking around in this game is like stepping inside of a painting. There are hundreds upon hundreds of scenic vistas which look impossibly curated and intentional, and the spaces in between are populated with an absurd array of
I didn't
creative enemies
purposely
and
skip anything.
bosses. FromSoft is famous for their enemy design, and they are really bringing the heat here, not only in sheer quantity, but also in terms of moves and variety. Penguins is in this game, doggy statues, doggy wizards, giant lobsters, vampire bats that sing the Halo theme. They got Pumpkinhead to be in this, stretchy lizard man, the list goes
This Dunkey
on
video
and
makes
on
good
and
videos,
on,
I like
and
it.
you're saying, Dunkey, please don't spoil this game for me, but I can't. This game cannot be spoiled because this game does not end, okay? This is Dark Souls 4, no end credits edition. But what's frustrating about Elden Ring is that for all the effort that has gone into the world and enemies, it feels like they only spent 10 seconds balancing this game. The difficulty in this game is best described as, what is the word I'm looking for here? Total fucking horseshit. This is an evil game made by an evil man, and whoever's job it was to
some of the
balance
abilities
damage
felt
dealing
so
on enemies
vicious.
did not
No,
show up to work.
I'm gonna say, because some of the abilities in the game felt more vicious than all the other Souls games. So they were perfectly designed for you to be upset at them because they're brutal.
Did not show up to work
Brutal
for the entire
abilities.
making of this game. Just from saying that, already people are pissed off at me. They're saying Dunkey sucks. I hate you, Dunkey, nitpicking and biased. You only like Xbox.
True,
But always
true.
remember, I beat this, and this is fucking stupid. And I beat Elden Ring 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Because why? Because I'm the realest gamer of all time. And I say it's too hard. I am calling this game out. Not because it's a bad game, but because it's an incredible game that is held back by very poor balancing. Many of your deaths in this game do not feel earned. like dying to this stupid shit or losing 70,000 runes to the wonky platforming. So many enemies in this game can kill you in 1 or 2 hits, or kill you with a combo that comes out so fast it feels like 1 hit, or they can stun you into another hit, which also feels like a 1-hit kill, or they can just kill you in 1 grab, straight up. Having super aggressive enemies with crazy combos and unpredictable attacks is the fun kind of difficult, but making those moves hit for your entire health bar is fucking lame and cheap. Rewards. Now, what's fun about Elden Ring's rewards is you never know what you're gonna get. What sucks about that is you end up struggling in a cave for an hour to get a wizard staff that you can't even use.
True.
Look at this dude.
See?
He cannot actually turn.
Or a book, or a Bible, or a cooking dog shit, or some fucking garbanzo faith thing, or some spell nobody asked
XP.
about.
Then you have this guy who can do this, and he can say this, or he can say this, and he has this move too. This guy, who has a ton of health, by the way, is worth 3,800 XP. Only 500 more than the guy.
Also, what is it that with a boss you start working on for 40 minutes, and then after 40 minutes he does an ability that you've never seen ever before. After 40 minutes of trying him, how does that work? How does that work?
You think that's fucked up though? Look at these guys. They're literally sleeping. Watch what happens when I hit L2. I just got 20,000 XP for that. There are so many weapons and spells and summons and special moves in this game that should make Elden Ring a wonderland for experimentation, but because the upgrade system is so rigid and stingy, you feel discouraged from creating wacky builds. And then on top of that, you have this late game difficulty spike where it feels like your character just got reset back to level 1. The end game bosses are so brutal and so fast that it ultimately funnels every player into using the same broken builds. It's probably starting to sound like I hate this game, but try to remember, I beat this big ass game 4 times. 4.5 actually. Clearly they did something right. Games like this are far and few between, so I want them to get this one just right. And the good news is that most of the problems with Elden Ring...
Oh my god, what the fuck? Is that his ashes? Mimicked here?
Most of the problems with Elden Ring can be fixed by one dude with a slider tool. Just turn enemy damage down by 20, 30, 70%, and we're back in business.
1, 2, 3, 4, hit!
No, you know what? I don't even agree. Guys, I don't agree because I wish that in Souls games armor was better and resistances were better, to the point where if you spent most of your points into wearing armor, you get rewarded for taking less damage. But in this fucking game, it doesn't matter what you have, what you upgraded, what your character's wearing, you still get almost the same exact damage as you took without it. So what's the point of it? I love armor. Armor is cool. It's a cool thing. But this game doesn't reward wearing cool armor. Why? It's not wrong. Show me the biggest hit in the game by whatever enemy, and show me the biggest hit in the game, right? While wearing the best armor in the game, the most hard one, the most upgraded one. It's not gonna give a difference. It's just not, it's gonna be like 15% difference. Like, why?